Welcome back, Potter fans, to the Show of Requirement, a Harry Potter podcast that is both streaming and on YouTube and everywhere that you look for things, basically.
Yes,
and Abby, I was really wondering, where are we at on social media? What is our handle for that?
What do you mean?
HPotter_fanatics.
Yeah, we didn't put
Instagram?
the underscore on this. Yeah, on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
we didn't put the underscore on this. So,
Well, the logo's like, yeah. It's
also,
like,
what's
I feel
the
like
name
that's
of our
the
YouTube channel?
Show of Requirement, right?
No, it has changed. It's changed to, I think, Harry Potter Fanatics. I think is what it changed to. I was able to get the rights to that. You know, just paid off $1 million to somebody, some kid who wasn't using it, was able to wheel.
Good thing we had $1 million just laying around from
just
our
laying around.
Vast success as the 12th biggest Harry Potter podcast in the world, which I am throwing that out there again because
every
that's
episode
wild.
we just
we're
gotta
doing great.
Maybe one day
things.
we'll be 11.
My mom started being a source of advertisement for us, so we've got. Who knows if we have new listeners? I hope so.
Yes, if you're new, welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
It's like, who's Jennifer bringing to listen to this podcast? Anyway, I digress.
Her entire church.
Maybe we're taking over YouTube.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Happy birthday.
Well, anyways.
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Yep. Hi, Mom. We have... our names are on the screen. I'm Abby. Spencer's here for me, and then David is there for me. So
yes, love that movement.
It's good for the but there are people that are not on YouTube, Abby, so it is good to say our names still.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
Be good and
I
helpful
forget.
to those listeners.
We are still I'm Abby.
I don't like YouTube podcasts. I'm throwing that out there right now. So if you are listening to this, I am with you. I want you to know that.
We started out not like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I mean, used to not be this.
It's
way.
really not that different. It's really not that different because now I can just see both of your faces on my computer instead of my phone.
Also,
it's more for the list. It's more helpful for the listener side of
It's
things.
more helpful for the listeners, but it's also immensely easier to edit and push out using this. Then
it's immensely easier for me.
Yeah,
because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's right. Like all the editing has now.
It was more complicated it was more complicated for me to pick up a piece of that. So,
well, we're doing great.
What are we talking about today?
Again, I'm Abby, joined with David and Spencer. Today, I don't know what we decided to title this episode. I've kind of forgotten, but we're basically going to be discussing.
Are we going with my title?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Spencer, what is this? What's this episode?
Spencer announced the title of this episode.
The writer in me is okay. So the title is A Play on Words. A look at Harry Potter in video games.
I love how, this is why we added a video component to the show, because right before he announces it, Spencer had to swallow, almost as if he was repulsed by his own title. Like he's just like,
no, I love it. I love it, actually. It's a play on words because we're playing on a literature-based work. Anyway, so we're talking about Harry Potter video games, just ones that we've played. And I was able to pick up a couple new.
To all of them.
I was able to pick up a few new experiences, a couple new ones this weekend at Abby and Cody's.
Yes,
they were something. And I'm expecting David and Abby to talk about Hogwarts, not Hogwarts Murder Mystery. It's just Hogwarts Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Murders in the Castle.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways. So we're going to be talking about the games that we've played that are within the wizarding world of Harry Potter, not just within a wizarding world. David and I were talking about Wizard 101 before you hopped on, Spencer.
We did. Shout out to you, Wizard 101.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy
Wizard
birthday.
101.
Hope you're still going strong.
It's not the rule. It's not how the happy birthday works. Also, happy birthday, Cody. I mentioned him. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's how the happy birthday works.
Yes.
Real people.
Anyways, So I don't know which one we want to start out with. I own a GameCube. I grew up on a GameCube, so I had beans. I had 2 Harry Potter games on my GameCube. We had Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, which was more like House World Cup because I hadn't unlocked the World Cup teams. So we just played with Hogwarts houses. And then we also had Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That's just on the GameCube. Yeah.
Beans.
You collected a lot of beans.
The entire game was centered around Bernie Bott's every flavor of beans.
I actually do remember actually playing that game. I used to have it on the PlayStation 2. So I do have some experience with that game.
So you can talk with us about it too, David.
Beans galore.
It was. It's like
we were not able to stomach. We were only able to stomach so much of that one. I feel like we
kept having to do like Defense Against the Dark Arts, like challenges, and it was dark and we couldn't see anything.
We couldn't see anything.
We'll get into the review.
Okay.
We also have Lego Harry Potter that we'll talk about, and then we also have Hogwarts Mystery, which we'll talk about. And then we can, at the end, talk about our thoughts as we're coming up on Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
So, where do we want to begin?
Quidditch.
All right, we're starting with Harry Potter Quidditch.
It was so fun. It's so jank.
It's
so
old.
Jank.
So I plugged in my GameCube.
Clunky.
I plugged in my GameCube, and the video started up, and I was looking at it like this. I went, it looks no different with or without my glasses. It's just blurry as heck.
It was really bad.
It's just like the
graphics of the time.
The graphics.
You just don't realize how far game graphics have come.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, Cody and I we don't have a huge. I mean, we do have a big TV. It's not like
it's the same size as mine, if not
bigger. It's a decent sized TV, and so when you blow it up on a screen that big, you're kind of like, man, I'm gonna have to go get my eyes checked after this.
It might also be your TV too, or mine, just because you said you had to use the HDMI adapter. So like maybe it actually looked better on an older TV.
Probably.
So I'm not saying, like, I'm just thinking about it, like it might not all be rose-colored lenses. Like it might be that it was actually better when plugged into an older system. I don't know.
Yeah, because we have a smart TV, and so we didn't have the plugs that it was going to take, so I had to buy an adapter to get the GameCube to work. I
bought one of those too, and they're so expensive.
Yeah. How much did you pay for yours?
Almost $30.
Bro, you did. I got mine for like $11 at Walmart or Amazon.
I bought it at Walmart. It was for my projector.
I don't know what you did then, but
I got robbed. That's what I did.
Mine was like half that price. Anyway, so I grew up playing these games. So I was telling Spencer, I have fond memories from when I was a child. Like those games were so cool. And playing them now was a little bit disappointing, but I was having like flashbacks. I was like, oh, like this is bringing up like really old memories for me from playing these games. And I really do remember enjoying and loving the Quidditch game, but there were some things about it that I was like, I don't remember it being this difficult to play this game.
You can't really move forward. Something's wrong with.
I don't know if it was wrong with my controller or if it was the game. I don't know. But like when we played the tutorial, it let us fly forwards. When we played it like for real, it only let you go side to side and then you tossed it to someone in front of you.
Yeah.
Yep. It was very fun.
Yeah.
Quidditch is so tough because there's so many dimensions to directionally you can go, because you can go up and down as well. While most sports you're like Muggle sports are played on the ground. So like I automatically compared the game to like not FIFA like 23, but like I remember playing like FIFA 2005 or FIFA 2008. I was trying to compare it to that, and it's just so hard. And there were so many variables that had to be completely controlled. Like you couldn't randomize when the snitch would come. You couldn't control like how you couldn't give too much freedom to fly up and down and all that, in and out of like the towers and the bleachers. And so the limitations kind of made it funny. What I loved about it was all of the weird, poorly graphicked Harry Potter characters, namely Cedric Diggory.
Yep.
So when you do all the tutorials as Hufflepuff, the reminders come from Cedric Diggory, but like third year, second Cedric Diggory, maybe second year. So he's like, oh, like this is Cedric again. Don't forget to do this. And
the accents are fun.
Yes, and he's not Robert Pattinson Cedric even slightly. Like he's full on Scottish accent. Yeah. And there's like an intro from not Daniel Radcliffe Harry Potter that's also really hilarious. And it was really fun and nostalgic. Just like vintage, just like it's like a vintage.
Yeah.
So yeah, but also like Abby and I played one game. I don't remember who I beat. I won. I think it was Ravenclaw.
Probably.
And then Abby and I played against each other, and I played as Gryffindor, so I could get the snitch as Harry Potter. And I think I outright whooped you, Abby. I don't remember what the score was.
No, it was bad.
There was a lot of yelling and screaming because we couldn't go forward on defense, but offense we could.
Yeah. It was
very entertaining.
It was frustrating. And then for some reason, as soon as like I watched you and the Hufflepuff team play the Seeker, and it took you forever to get the snitch. And then as soon as you were Harry Potter,
so
you got it in like 5 seconds.
So what I'm hearing is,
and we selected what broom we were playing on. So Harry wasn't supposed to be on the Nimbus. Like it was supposed to be all of us on Comet 260s.
I was like, this is not fair.
Because you have to unlock it or something.
Here's the thing though, like when you play any sports of any kind, whether it's NBA, NFL, hockey, Quidditch, you're not going to be a 99 Harry Potter. It's just, he's the best player in the game. So it's not a surprise that Harry got the snitch real fast because he's 99 overall. That's what it sounds like.
There was no ratings in this game. It was not that developed. I would absolutely love if they did a Quidditch game all out.
Like redid it?
Like FIFA or like the NBA 2K, whatever.
Yeah.
But it'd have to be
nowadays.
What if you did it and it's like it couldn't be Quidditch 23 because you want to have all the characters. So it'd have to be scaled back to the timeline. So it'd be like Quidditch 99 or something where Ginny was actually playing in the league and stuff. Like Ginny would be like a 90 chaser, and Charlie Weasley could be like, if you paid him enough money, he'd get out of the Romanian dragon taming.
Honestly, I don't even need like super well-known Harry Potter characters. If you do like a World Cup and just like
Victor Crumb,
it would just be so fun.
See, Victor Crumb easily has to be like a 95 or more. I think he'd beat Harry in a race to the snitch.
I've also never played any, like, I've seen FIFA and like games like that played, but I've never actually played before. And so this is the closest experience I've ever had.
It would blow your mind, Abby. There's so many things you can do.
I think it'd be so cool if they redid and did like a Quidditch game now.
I think that'd be fun.
Be awesome.
I'm kind of peeved that Hogwarts Legacy doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Like it has the stadium and everything. Maybe it's a DLC,
no Quidditch.
Or maybe they'll follow Hogwarts Legacy up with a Quidditch game or something of that kind.
I would have waited longer if they had put Quidditch in, and they were like, "We need more time." I would have been like, "That's fine."
I've done my waiting.
Hogwarts Legacy, but I have
12
years now. 12 years of it. Anyway, it's fun. It's not something I'd want to play more than one. It was like, but after one game, we were just kind of done.
Yeah.
Because there's not a big difference.
So after replaying the game, out of 10 golden snitches, what would you give this game?
If I was a kid, I would rate it higher than I would now.
Nostalgia's like a 5, but its reality's like a 3.
Reality.
I think that's exactly what I would say.
Yeah.
There is some good references to Quidditch Through the Ages before the book was even a thing, though. Because in the tutorial for the Seeker, you don't catch a snitch. You actually catch a snidget, like the bird.
Interesting.
But you don't kill it, like in the Quidditch did, and almost killed the entire species.
Right.
So then we played the incredibly dark Goblet of Fire. And I mean dark as in
dark,
the brightness.
like visually.
Yeah. Visually, the brightness, absolutely nothing.
And like my TV's not a dark TV. We had the settings like all nice and everything. But the levels itself were just so incredibly dark, and the screen and the graphics were just so blurry that you just couldn't really see much, except for the beans, because they're Birdie Bot's beans and they bounce around, and so they're all different colors that you can see those going around. But we were getting attacked, and we were like, I can't even see what's attacking me.
Yeah.
So listener, let me just build out this experience for you, right? So we're playing in the Quidditch World Cup. Well, I'm not actually playing Quidditch. It's after that, when everyone's running crazy and there's a Death Eater every once in a while. And Hermione, Harry, and Ron are running, except you can't see where to go because all of the edges are black as night. And in the middle is some very dark areas with Harry, Ron, and Hermione, random beans flying around, and then these massive dung beetle just attacking you. And then it's like, kill the beetles. And then you just bang, 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 bang. Just basically a gun. And then you have to like turn them upside down and Wingardium Leviosa them up for some reason.
And then they spiral and then like poof away. Yeah.
Right. So then we had to
David,
move
is
some
this
rocks.
bringing up memories for you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then we had to move. We had to together move rocks a bunch of times, and we couldn't figure out where we're going. So we're all just running around in circles. And the entire time, Hermione and Ron and Harry, come on, let's go. But
it's like we can't find the exit. We don't know
where to go.
Going. Yeah.
Right. So we finally finished that level. Great. Saw one Death Eater. We heard Barty Crouch do the Dark Mark spell. We look up and the most terrible CGI Dark Mark is in the sky. And then we go to Hogwarts. And of course, after some pretty bad cinematics, it's the first lesson with Moody, which, as you'll remember, David, was in the deep pitch blackness of night. Right?
Yeah.
It was night again. Not like the movie. And guess what we did, David? You want to take a big stab at what we did in Moody's class?
Oh, shoot.
I'll give you a hint. It's the exact same thing. We fought more dung beetles with the same spells and flipped them upside down. And but in this time, it was more emphasized that we get the beans. So there was just Moody in the background going, "The blue beans are worth more."
Oh gosh.
Ron said something at one point. He was like, "There's nothing better than beans," or something.
Oh my god.
Ron did say, "Nothing better than a bean." And then we ran through what was the largest classroom ever in Hogwarts, with all these doors that we couldn't find.
Yeah, they were like, "Okay, now take this room and go, or take this door and go to the next room." Well, we see that door, we go into the next room, and then when we finished in that room, they were like, "Okay, now go to the other room."
Next room.
Well, the next room is the previous room, but we couldn't find the door.
No, we went to the previous room. No, we went to the previous room. That was the wrong door. So then we went to the next room, which took us back to the previous room. So we finally completed that. And we finally completed that. And then the next level was Moody's challenges. It's like, we just did Moody's challenges. So we decided we had enough.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the entire game.
I remember there being like cool like collectibles throughout the game.
And same
for like the Quidditch game. Like there were like cards you could get and like fun information to read and just extra stuff.
Yeah.
But gameplay itself
was horrible.
We didn't make it very far.
I do remember playing it, and I remember my experience just in the fact that I got bored very easily because you were just doing the same things over and over again, just in different locations. And so I said, "Yeah, this," because I got this game for free. Like I didn't pay for it, so it was just one of those things. Like, man, I don't really have to play it, so I just kind of stopped and never picked it up ever again.
Fair enough.
So
yeah.
So out of 10, every every kind of flavored beans, what would you give this game?
1 blue bean.
They're worth more.
Yeah.
So
take from that what you will.
Maybe like
Spencer is giving it a 7 out of 10.
No.
Because they're worth more.
No, I'm saying it's worth like 2. So 2
I might agree with 2. I don't remember what the rest of the storyline. Well, I know what the storyline is like, but I don't remember what the rest of the gameplay was like because I don't remember how far I ever made it, and we didn't make it very far in this. But yeah, this wasn't as fun. Also, we didn't talk about the music from the Quidditch game. That was one of the first things Spencer noticed.
Like it's bad?
No, it's just Attack of the Clones.
Is it really?
Technically speaking, it's not, but it's so close. It's more close to the Attack of the Clones theme.
I'm gonna watch the gameplay after this, just to see.
It's like full on the chase on Coruscant. It does
give like Star Wars. It gives Star Wars vibes.
More than Harry Potter vibes. It was really hilarious.
Yeah. So out of all those,
it's just not an achievement in Harry Potter gameplay.
No.
Like they made book like movie to game adaptations later that were better. Namely Half-Blood Prince and the Deathly Hallows games. Not that they're great, but they're better.
So yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Order of the Phoenix game because that one has one of my favorite scenes. I saw it on TikTok the other day of just Umbridge slapping Harry and his head like goes back like a bobblehead and he just topples over. Like the worst game graphics I've ever seen in my life. It's kind of like if you play like GTA, like one of the very first GTAs, and how they just move so stiffly. It was just like, oh, and then he like falls down. It is so weird. But shout out to that game.
They made more games, so I think my family kind of gave up on Harry Potter games for a while.
I checked out Deathly Hallows Part 2 from the library, I think, for the Wii.
I forgot you could do that.
I did.
So that was the only time I did that.
I did watch the a walkthrough on YouTube of Deathly Hallows Part 2, but I made the mistake. I made the mistake of watching it before I saw the actual movie. So the ending was ruined for me in terms of how they were going to do it, but it was okay.
Nice.
You'd already read the book, right?
I already read the book.
Not totally spoiled.
No. I know I was really upset though because I was like, this is not how it happened in the books.
Yeah.
So that carries us forward.
Yeah. Do we want? So maybe we can talk about Lego. I almost said Lego Star Wars. Lego Harry
Star
Potter.
Wars.
Oh, we
the
should.
Skywalker saga. Yeah.
Really I accidentally when I was playing.
I'm just kidding.
I kept telling Cody, "Dang it, I didn't get True Jedi this time." And Cody was like, "Abby, I don't think it's called True Jedi." I was like, "You're right."
True Wizard.
It's True Wizard.
True Wizard.
I have to give a massive shout out. I haven't played the Skywalker saga. Granted. But I think Lego Harry Potter is my favorite Lego game. The second part specifically.
It's really hard to disagree or even have an argument about that because to each his own,
Right.
I think they achieve different things. I think they're Lego games, but they're achieving. They have different things to do in each game. And so as someone who has played both Lego Harry Potter and then Lego Star Wars, pretty much every single incarnation of Lego Star Wars, I've felt more, I wouldn't say this about the newest Lego Star Wars game, but I felt like in Lego Harry Potter, there was a lot more to do in that one, especially than the early Star Wars games. Like there was and I had more fun exploring in the Harry Potter one. Like I think it was funny because we were at a church member's house about a couple weeks ago, and this is an older gentleman. We're at his house, and he's just like, "Hey, David, I have something to show you." pulls out a PS5 controller, hands it to me, gives me this headset, and turns it on. And there's Lego Harry Potter. He says, "Hey, you should play this. I want you to. I know you like it. I know you have a podcast about it." I'm like, first off, thank you for knowing that. And I just played it, and I spent literally the first 30 minutes just exploring Diagon Alley, like just going up and down the street and all that kind of stuff. And so you definitely get a lot out of the Lego Harry Potter game more than the initial Lego Star Wars games.
Right. And I really liked that with, at least, I don't remember if it was like this and if they remastered the game at all. Basically what I'm saying is I didn't expect it to do any splitting of the screen when I went back and played it, but it did. I was expecting that we were going to get stuck in one like frame and that someone was going to be running and I was going to be somewhere else. But I was like, oh no, it's letting me split the screen. So it was,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Again, another reason why we have a video component to this game, or to this game, to this podcast.
Sorry, listeners. If you're listening to this and not watching it, it's okay.
And I love mumble mode. I don't know about everybody else.
So that's what I was going to bring up. I love mumble mode. So I haven't played the Skywalker Saga. So I'm glad they brought that.
It's optional. It's optional.
It is optional.
Saga.
I would only play on mumble
for
mode.
it. I did.
I prefer straight up dialogue. That's what I prefer. Just because they add a lot of funny things into it. Also, because you bring back the Clone Wars voice actors for Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Padme. So I'm like, I'm for that.
Maybe Skywalker Saga. I mean, they put so much work into that game. But I think the second part, years 5 through 7 of Lego Harry Potter, is that perfect spot where they're getting onto the new technologies, better graphics, better gameplay of the later Lego games, but it's the last true mumble only game. And so pretty much. And so I get why they took it away. And I think for some games like Lord of the Rings, it works. Didn't have to have mumble mode because they just use dialogue from the movies. But I think like the Marvel games are painful.
Like with the regular dialogue or with the mumble?
With there's no mumble. Like they're not as fun for me. Because sometimes the storylines are more cheesy. They have to bring in new voice actors. It's tough.
Interesting.
So for me, I'm less of a mumble. I'm more of a mumble fan. I think that's the true kind of historic. I would say though, for Star Wars is I didn't like the complete saga as much as playing them individually. I don't know if you felt that way, but I liked playing 1 through 3 and 4 through 6 individually, playing the complete saga.
If I'm remembering it correctly, the complete saga, you were just at the cantina on Tatooine.
Not the Jedi Temple.
Now
or Dexter's Diner.
Dexter's Diner. Yeah, for the first game with the prequel films, and then you were at the cantina. The newest
for 4
game.
through 6.
Yeah, the newest. Well, I mean, because you also have like the Attack of the Clones one, and then you had the Force Awakens one. But the newest one,
the Clone Wars one, you mean?
Yeah. What did I say?
What was the Attack of the Clones? What's the Clone Wars?
Oh yeah, the Clone Wars one. So the Clone Wars base is on
the ship, right?
On a Republic cruiser.
That's right.
Is where you're at.
And then the Force Awakens is the Resistance base in Force Awakens. Yeah.
And then for the newest Lego Star Wars game, it's like just a title menu kind of deal. So you can it has this kind of wheel that has all of the episodes on it that kind of turns and all that kind of stuff. But then once you get on the planet, like you could either choose to go into story mode once you descend on into the planet, or you can just explore.
There's so much open world. Like, it's amazing.
So much.
Yeah.
Not just open world, open space too.
Yeah.
Like there's so much
to be able to go into the temple and just kind of run around and go to different places. Like that's super, super cool. But it also means that it takes a long time to fully conquer the game.
So much.
Yeah, so
now, I wish
I've heard
they would
rumors.
do something like that,
that'd be cool if they did that in Harry Potter. It'd be different.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that they're wanting to do the Infinity Saga of Marvel in that format, like the Skywalker Saga. But it takes so long to develop that it's been super on the down low. But I would love that if they did it that way.
I would consider them keeping it on the down low because remember, Lego Star Wars
was announced a million years before it
like
came out.
2019.
It took so long.
And we didn't get it till spring of last year. So it's almost been out for a full year, given in March. So we have to wait a very, very long time to get it. So if Marvel is doing that, or if they're making one for Marvel,
Lego's doing that,
then I would say don't even announce it. Just take your time and then just pop it out. Just say, oh yeah, we've made this too.
Because they have this weird, the Avengers game is actually Age of Ultron and then some levels from Phase 2. And like one level from Avengers 1. So it's it's this weird in the middle thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool if they added in the early. But anyway, talking about Harry Potter.
Right.
I love Lego Harry Potter.
It was fun.
I made Abby and I play some of the second part, Order of the Phoenix. They didn't even. Was I telling you guys about the Marauders map? I don't know if David, Abby, I think we're talking about it, but you can actually go to Hogwarts in Deathly Hallows in Lego Harry Potter by looking into the Marauders map.
Interesting.
So when you look in the Marauders map, you go into Hogwarts playing as Neville and Ginny.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You can't really do much, but you can walk around and see. And they've changed, and it's changed too. Like it's all dark and stuff. But I actually broke the game one time because I went somewhere in Hogwarts that I guess I wasn't supposed to go, and then I couldn't go back to Harry and Ron and Hermione. Anyway, I just would really like them to do it'd be cool if they did like a really kind of overhaul of Harry Potter games, like the Skywalker Saga. First of all, I'm a big believer, and I've said this before, but Fantastic Beasts would be a perfect Lego game.
It would be fun. It would be so fun. Actually, I want that more than I want like a remastered Lego Harry Potter.
I do. I mean, what if or maybe like the Skywalker Saga, where they bring in
just put them all.
Beasts. Put them all.
Yeah, just put them all on there.
Yeah. I think that'd be great. I almost think the Fantastic Beasts would be more fun as a Lego game than the movies themselves. Like, it'd just be really fun.
Can you imagine playing Jacob just running around
with like a oven tin or something?
He punches people with pastries.
Oh no,
what is it? Like a pan or something,
or no, better yet, the like a dough roller.
Yeah. It'd be so good.
And then in Secrets of Dumbledore, he has like a fake wand.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
And all of the characters and all the creatures in Lego form, magnificent. That would be so good. Fun. It would be really, really good. Make it. I'm just so frustrated. I wish I had a way to call Warner Brothers, because I know what people want. Like, I want Fantastic Beasts 4, yes. But the general public just wants Lego games. And they want series. And they want Marauders. Just give us Marauders. It's not that hard. Give us a Quidditch game.
Yeah. We have a list of demands.
It's just free money, just waiting to be made. And you can do all of those things without She Must Not Be Named, so people don't get TO'd about things.
Oh,
I'm sorry I brought her up. I'm sorry.
No, not you. I've been having this thought this entire time. Just this is where I'm the villain, because I've made a lot of money as the villain on this show. And when I mean a lot of money, I mean zero money. But people don't know what they want. They say they do, and then they get something.
I know what they want.
Oh, it's dead. It's over. Like,
and there's always that fear of like everyone wants to boycott anything that She Who Must Not Be Named.
We're gonna talk about that here in a second with Hogwarts Legacy, because I got some thoughts. got some thoughts.
Well,
let's
rank Lego Harry Potter really fast, and then we also need to touch on Hogwarts Mystery. And then
yes, yeah,
I would give Lego Harry Potter a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 is what I would give it.
Altogether, I would probably give it a 7. But like if specifically Lego like 5 through 8, I'd probably give a 8.
Yeah,
because I think there is a drastic improvement from like years 1 through 4.
Well,
years 5 through 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking just as a whole, you chunk it all together, I'd give it a 7.
But like, yeah. Well, I would love to do it. I don't know how we do it, but like a ranking of Lego games. Something.
It sounds like a fandom done right episode.
Maybe that can be like
there's a lot of things on the docket right now.
Yeah.
A summer thing. We did a winter thing with everybody. Maybe we could do a summer thing.
That'd be
well. Cole's fun. The one that's actually played all these games. I haven't played all of them.
That's why Cole would be the perfect person to host this for real.
It's actually true.
It'd be super.
So, Hogwarts Mystery, David. I feel like you're probably the farthest along in this.
You say
and
that.
this is where I have.
I don't remember where I left off.
Absolutely, positively, nothing to contribute here.
I didn't get extremely far. So let me tell you why, and it's probably one of the reasons to why, as much as I love this game, I have a huge issue with it. So it's a wonderful game in terms of it's addicting. Can it be repetitive sometimes with tasks that you have to do in game? Well, yeah, but
it's got a great storyline.
It's got a really good story.
For people that don't know what it is, can you give some kind of description, synopsis?
It's hard. So basically,
it's a mobile game.
It's a mobile game that's set like probably 11 years before the Sorcerer's Stone.
It's set in the middle between the Marauders era and
because Tonks is in her 3rd year
when you meet her.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's in the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bill comes in a little bit later on. And even in like your first year, they tell you that, like Harry's is now safe from the Dark Lord and all that kind of stuff. Kind of tells you where it kind of fits in the story. But so you're basically you're a wizard or a witch whose brother was caught in the temptations of the cursed vaults within Hogwarts, and he's gone away. He was expelled and has gone away. You don't know where your brother is, and this and this and that sort of vanished. Then you kind of get thrown into the story, and you progress throughout your 7 years of Hogwarts. Fantastic game, brilliant. My issue with the game makes sense with a lot of mobile games, which is in order to really progress in the game, you have to cough up some money to get energy, because everything costs energy to play and to do tasks and all that kind of stuff. And so,
or you're like me and I'm a cheapskate and I don't spend money and it takes forever.
Right, it takes forever to progress, and it's
farther
also
than
one
I
of
thought
those,
I was.
But think about this: it's one of those things. So you have stars, and you have to use those stars within the task in the game. But once you get to 0, you have to wait until you get stars back so you can finish the task. Well, what they did was that they put timers on those tasks. So you have 8 hours to complete the task. Well, it takes you 4 hours to replenish your bar. And if you're not at a high enough level, you won't have enough stars to complete your task in time. So
every mobile game has this issue.
Right.
Like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is the same way.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've played extensively at all.
So that's one of the biggest problems of this game. Other than that, it's a fantastic game. You get to do Defense Against the Dark Arts classes. You get to do Transfiguration. You get to do potions.
Side quests.
There's side quests. You get to take care of magical creatures with Hagrid. You get to.
I have a Niffler.
Go into Quidditch as well in your second year. It's super fun and super cool. Again, just that kind of you have to pay to play kind of deal is what takes it down for me. But man, I had a lot of fun playing that game. And a fun fact for me is that I actually played this game with Ravenclaw. I didn't go Gryffindor because what I did was I was like, and I'm probably going to do this with Hogwarts Legacy. Although, of course, I'll make a character of me playing in Gryffindor. But I also thought of, okay, because the brother's name is Jacob Gonzalez doesn't sound like a super cool name. So I used like a different name. I can't remember what I used because I haven't touched this game in a while. But I used a name that fits with Jacob. And I was like, okay, well, this character that I've created, he's going to be in Ravenclaw. And so I went through the story in Ravenclaw. Also because I was tired of Gryffindor always having the main character in a storyline. So that's why I did that. But it was super cool getting to explore the different houses and stuff like that and being in the room. So, because I got to try it, all the different houses a couple of times. And yeah, that's just a lot to say about a game that I just really enjoyed playing. Has a fantastic story. The only drawback is the pay to play aspect of it.
Yeah, I think I've had this game since it came out, and I forget that I have it a lot of the time, but then I'll look through my phone and be like, oh yeah, I've got nothing to do. I'll spend a little bit of time, start a quest or something, and then try and finish it throughout the day. So I'm in year 4, which is farther than I thought I was. So I'm about halfway through the game.
That's good.
But it's taken a long time. But it is a lot of fun, and the story's great.
Yeah, so I would give this game honestly like a 9 out of 10. I think it's that great. And I think that if it had like unlimited energy or limited stars, you could do it. Like probably be the funnest game I've ever played in my life. The most fun, not funnest. Most fun.
Man.
You always talk about this game, so I guess I shouldn't surprise me that you were.
Yeah, I love this game. It's so good.
Intent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably
Hogwarts Legacy. What do we? Oh, go ahead, Abby. Sorry.
I was just gonna rank it at like a.
You should.
Maybe like an 8, 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will not rank it because I haven't played.
You did not play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't.
We get it like salad. So, Hogwarts Legacy. What's the tea, David? There's tea around this game anyway.
I mean, there's always been tea around this game, and I don't know. I'm not speaking for the podcast. I'm speaking for myself when I say this. I don't think
we have a collective opinion yet because we haven't played it. So
yeah, we haven't. But this is just the thought of Abby alluded to it earlier about there's people on social media, people all over TikTok, people within the fandom who. Listen, I get it that you're upset with J.K. Rowling. I get it that she's. I know I said the name because it's that serious. Like I get the comments that she made, and no one here is condoning the things that she says, and her just being insensitive to what people are going through and experiencing. Like we're not justifying that. But to go as far as to tell people that if they buy this game, which she has nothing to do with,
she makes zero money.
She doesn't make any money off
zero
of this game.
Profit from this game.
And you're saying if you don't boycott this game,
is that confirmed?
I thought she said that on Twitter. She was like, "I have nothing to do with this game."
I think she gets some kind of rights payout, but most of them. But I don't think it's like.
But that has nothing to do with people like buying the game. That's already been paid to her.
Yeah, yes, that's already been.
That is what I was going to say. That's what I've been saying. She's already gotten the money.
Yeah. So then
it's all the people that have poured so much time, effort, creative people making this game.
But to tell people that if they buy this game, that they're transphobic or they're just the worst people in the world, like that's taking it very much to the extreme. Like, and we've talked about this before, even with the Fantastic Beasts series and the Secrets of Dumbledore, of the injustice with Johnny Depp and that kind of stuff, and with that story. And if you didn't want to watch it, fine, perfectly okay. it's the issues come whenever you're telling people not to buy the game. Like you are telling people what they should do with their money and how they choose to spend their time. That's where I have the issue with the fandom, with the community, because we've gotten to a point where we just prefer to control what other people do if it aligns with what they believe, instead of letting people make their own decisions and us just to respect those decisions. So I would just encourage you, if you want to buy the game, go buy the game. Don't let anybody else control what you do. However, if you don't want to buy the game, you have every right not to purchase this game.
Or if you're not sure yet and you're just wanting to wait,
just wait.
I will confirm that David has pre-ordered the game.
I have.
And David will give some thoughts in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After it's come out. So I'm never opposed to waiting to see if other people like it before I experience something. Or, I mean, it's expensive.
It is expensive.
So
it is.
If you're wanting to jump into that, or you're not sure, get some thoughts from us. Message in if you want more thoughts from David specifically. I don't know. Abby and I are hoping to get it in the next few months, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I want to run it. I want to go into that Hufflepuff common room. I might not even play the rest of the game. I might just sit there.
Right.
That'll be my TV background, is just my character standing in Hufflepuff common room.
Yeah. Listening to the fireplace crackle.
Listening to the fireplace, just catching the vibe.
Yep.
But there's a lot of, I hope it's good. I do. I'm nervous as heck about it right now, story-wise and stuff like that. But also there's such great casting. Like Simon Pegg is in it as Phineas Black. That's awesome. That's really great.
Again, when we talk about where it fits within the canon and where it fits in the tier, it's in the lower tier. Like, we got to remember that as well.
It is following canon pretty well.
It is, but
for a game where you create a character, but the fact that you're creating a character basically makes it third tier, which is fine.
It's fine, which means that, if the story is not great, it's okay. In terms of canon, it's okay. Like, but I don't know. I guess where I'm at right, then this is what I say about a lot of things. If you don't know this about me, it doesn't take a lot to please me.
No,
I'm not overly critical.
Entertained.
I take the story that's given, and unless it's egregious and just out of bounds, I just take, this is the story that's being told to me.
Yeah.
I'm not writing it. So whatever we get is whatever we get. I'm interested in seeing in the ways that as any video game does, has you be overpowered in terms of ability. That's going to be interesting to see. I mean, because we see that in like Jedi Fallen Order as well. Like Cal Kestis can do things, and then you start asking the question, okay, but like, if he can do all these things, why isn't he helping the rebellion, and why wasn't he doing? And so it opens up all these kind of questions within. But then you remember of the video game aspect of it is just, well, those kind of abilities are more for your entertainment more than what follows in the concrete kind of story or whatever. And
I think him or her coming in their 5th year, or them, I guess, coming in at their 5th year is the part that bugs me the most.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a good explanation for that. It just feels like convenient. I kind of wish they could do like a first year and then a time flash forward, but they'll explain it when I play the game.
Yeah, it is interesting going to see how they work through that.
And they're talking about the ancient magic, quote unquote, whatever that is.
Right.
I just, those are the parts that kind of bug me more than everything else about it.
Right.
I'm just really curious to know what it's going to be like.
I've
tried not to hear too much information.
I want to be optimistic.
That I haven't watched.
I have this nagging feeling that it's going to be a dumpster fire.
Oh,
but
feel
it might
like
be an entertaining one. I just feel like it might be clunky or something, but maybe it'll just be awesome. I love watching the gameplay of the people that made it.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time.
We designed this, or we put so much work into this.
Mm-hmm. They spent a lot of time on this game. So I'm going to be optimistic that, I mean, will it have its bugs and issues? Yeah, most likely, like any game that comes out nowadays.
Especially with so many people like playing.
Right. You know? So I definitely foresee
it's not
that.
Online, but...
Well, I know, but like they're going to get a lot of feedback about things that don't work.
I mean, there'll be bugs and stuff that they'll have to patch up and fix.
They've been working on this game a really long time.
So I'm optimistic about it. I'm optimistic. Yeah. And then again, they pushed the date back because we should have gotten this in December.
I just wonder when they started making this. I think it was like 2017 or 18. So
it might have been.
I'm optimistic about it. I'm excited.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Anywho's.
Yeah. We have any announcements for upcoming things?
So YouTube people that are new wouldn't know this. It's 3 Tuesdays a month. That's what we do. So because we're not crazy people. So this is the third Tuesday. And so we will be back in 2 weeks. And I'm just going to tell him, David.
Tell him.
We're planning on doing Gryffindor.
Testify.
Well, me and Abby are just going to sit and look pretty. But
I'm excited.
Professors Abby and Spencer.
Spencer David Price.
Spencer David Price. You don't have to tell him my middle name, David. But that's
a
plan for the
next
episode.
That's how creepy some of our fans are.
It's very possible. So get excited for that. But thanks for watching / listening.
Yeah. We want to know what you guys thought about our episode or previous episodes, or any questions,
or a Harry Potter game that we didn't mention.
Oh, there are more out there that we have not.
We did not talk. We have not played Harry Potter Connect. It does exist though.
No.
Yeah. So if that's you and you have a game that you want to share, like, hey, this was fun, you could either comment on this YouTube video, or you can email us at showofrequirement@gmail.com, or message us on hpotter_fanatics and let us know your thoughts on some of your favorite Harry Potter games.
Yep. It's a blast. We're having a banger of a time. We're just doing great.
We really need it.
Except for Goblet of Fire.
We do. Yeah.
We're having a bean of a time.
Bean of a time.
The beans.
The blue beans are worth more.
Well, on behalf of David and Spencer, I'm Abby Tooley, and this is the Show of Requirement. Thank you for joining us, and remember, there's nothing better than beans.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say something about beans.